Flamin' Update here, and this is my first full day back at work since we went to Canada. So we're still editing all those videos. Those will be later on, but we're gonna throw this one in the queue here. But we got a 24 Willys coming in. I'm gonna call this a Mall Crawler 2 Rock Crawler build. Right now it's just a typical, almost a stock Willys with bumpers on it. Got a bunch of color matched stuff on it. Super cool looking unit, but it's got potential out the wazoo. We're doing 3.5-inch Metal Cloak, 35s, Icon wheels. It is going to be awesome. Raising the spare tire in the back. So we're gonna get it in and start on it, but first let's check it out. So with the 24 Willys, you get an M220 rear axle with an awesome locker. And on the front, you're going to get an M210. So Dana 44s. But on the front, you don't get the locker. But it's still pretty sweet to have the larger axle from the factory. It would have also come with Highline fender flares, but they took those off and upgraded to some steel fender flares. Pretty cool diode dynamic lights and light bar. So all of the lighting is ready to go. Now we just need to dial in some off-road clearance and get some big tires on. We normally don't do YouTube videos of customer rigs, but I figured since this is a 24 and it's going on Metal Cloak, it'd be a fun one to show. Stay tuned. We're going to pull it in, get started. And on a 24 you do get this awesome touchscreen radio. Pretty cool. Okay, so on our 24 Willys 2-door project, here's the tires and wheels we're doing. Wheels are these Icon Rebound Pros. They've got the bolts here that go through, so it's not really like a simulated bead lock, it's kind of like a real locking bead. These go through, we showed them to you before, boom, they come through here. They are pretty awesome. Each one comes clear through. Then you've got a bolt hanging in there to hold your bead on. Pretty awesome. And then we are going with these Toyo Open Country MT versions, 37, 12.5, 17s. And I got one sitting here on the tire changer all done, ready to go, ready for the balancer. So these, you gotta never seize the threads. You gotta put some oil on these O-rings so when you tighten up, you don't tear that O-ring. So they look pretty sweet. And a 37 on a 2-door, and like we said, it's got the 3.5-inch Metal Cloak game changer. They are going to be awesome. Look at them go. So we're going to get all these mounted up and balanced and ready to go. So here's the parts list for this build. We've got these Toyo Open Country MTs, 37, 12.5, 17s. We've got Metal Cloak 3.5-inch game changer with the DB3 front control arm drops. Falcon 2.2s. And in the rear we also have the optional track bar drop bracket with the adjustable track bars that come in the kit. Sway bar end links, all 8 control arms, and dual rate springs front and rear. And then we have the Teraflex spare tire relocation. Lets us go up and down with it and in and out. Keep it good to go. Now we got to get all of these old parts off so we can hang these new ones on. Now we are about to get this thing over to the alignment rack. You can see we've got our Falcon 2.1s on here, the Metal Cloak game changer, all the arms, front sway bar disconnects, the Nexus 2.1 Falcon stabilizer, 3 inches of bump stop, Metal Cloak adjustable front track bar, rear, all the rest of the 4 control arms here. Drop brackets, sway bar end links, riser, and adjustable rear track bar, dual rate springs, and our Falcon 2.1 rears. So we're knocking them out. Oh, also, drive shaft's already in here now from Metal Cloak with the transfer case side yoke. All that's installed, because if not, it's going to hit here, be all kinds of problems. It's going to bend junk. It's gonna be bad. So that's all in now. Getting ready to let it down here, get it over to the alignment rack. .37s on a 2-door look like 40s on a 4-door. So the 24 Willys project's coming along pretty good. Suspension's all done, shocks are hung. It's coming down now, so we can move it over to the alignment rack. We'll hang the spare tire, adjust track bars, and then hook it up to the alignment machine and get it ready to go. So it's coming down there, we're gonna see about how it sits. 37s on a 2-door just looks so awesome. I need a 2-door on 40s. There's what it looks like. That is all the weight off. So that does look pretty sweet. Looks huge. Looks like a big Jeep. So over here, Seth is pulling off this factory rear tire support mount here and sticking on the Teraflex so we can raise it up off the bumper, and we'll be able to put it in and out, you know, to depending on what wheel back spacing you have, to put it where you need it. So it's pretty cut and dry. Move the camera over, take all the bolts out, switch it. So he's gonna knock that out now, and then we'll get the spare tire mounted on the back of this thing. Better come over here and check up on Seth Lee, who's on the alignment rack with the 24 Willys 2-door. He's got the spare tire hung on there on a Teraflex carrier, and pinion angle is set. Now we're setting track bars, marking bolts, torquing everything. Moving on to the front. We'll move on to the front. We'll do a track bar first, then we'll hook it up to the alignment machine and take some readings, do a caster, set some toe, take it for a test drive here, so make sure everything on it's good to go. Hey, it's this 24 Willys is back together, the 2-door. It is the 2.5-inch Metal Cloak game changer with BB3 drops in the rear here. Awesome looking arms on 37-inch Toyo open countries. Looks super cool. Love these Icon wheels here. Like we were talking about with the bolts here that go through and actually hold it down. Just sprayed this one off. Never sees comes up out of these threads. We got to clean these wheels up before it goes back to the customer. But I got to put a few more miles on it. I usually try to put about 40 or 50 miles on every one of these after we're done lifting them. So it's all aligned now, reprogrammed for 37s. So I like it a lot. It actually makes me want a 2-door really bad. I've put 30 miles or so on this thing already. So I want one. So don't be surprised if you see a 2-door here at some point soon. I'd like a 2-door unlimited. I want to do the stretch here where you add metal in here. It gets cut along there. Stretch that out to like an old LJ body. That's what I want. But no time for one of those today. That's it for this one here. Like, subscribe. Any ideas for any other shop videos, let us know. We don't do a lot of shop videos, but I'm thinking I'm going to try to start doing a few more. Not how-to videos, but customer build videos. We got an LJ in the shop that I'm going to do a video on because I love LJs. Metal Cloak, 2.5-inch game changer on it. It's going to be super cool. So that was it, guys. Have a good one.